All right, so the last thing that had happened was Jash was taking the second part of the watch. And something had swooped down, a big, black, shadowy shape. Now, bear in mind, of course, Jash doesn't see very well in the dark. So he couldn't really make out a whole bunch of detail. But whatever it was, it snatched Lady Cecilia with its claws and began to fly up into the sky. Okay. That was interesting. Alright, sorry. Now I'm hunching over. Alright, Jash, so seeing this, what are you going to do?
Okay, so how high is this thing?
I mean, at the moment, it's like just reaches down with its huge, big, long legs and with claws on the bottom, grabs Cecilia in its claws and starts to lift back up. So it's kind of just going up at like, 5 to 10 feet at a time.
Okay, so, I'm probably gonna see that and yell, my payment, my friend, and I'm gonna take my bow out and knock an arrow and shoot for its wing. See if I can clip it to
all
make
of
it not
you
airborne.
will hear him screaming loudly. So that's gonna you're gonna have to stay muted unless you speak because it keeps cutting in and out real bad. So yeah, you all awaken. So Marigold and Rush, there's a huge big black shape above you that's blotting out the moon. Of course, with your better vision, it is a huge big winged lizard of some kind, Rush. It's absolutely huge. Physic, you'll be able to see it as well from your vantage point in the tree. Daleth, obviously you can see the thing as well, but you're seeing more of a big black shape against the moonlight than anything else. So we're going to go ahead and let you guys roll some initiatives right now.
Okay.
But, my initiative's always terrible.
We got Rush with a 6. Daleth doing a little better with a 16. We got Jash with a 20.
Thanks, guys. I don't feel so bad now.
Marigold with a slightly worse 6. Satch sneaking in there with a 7. And for chat... Oh, I gotta open up one more window. Hold on. One more window. Give me just a second. Sorry. Had everything set up, and then after Windows 10 struck, I had to... let me just put this back up here. Alrighty. And initiative modifier is what? Alright. No modifiers, so we'll go ahead and make a straight roll on that one then. Okay, so let's get the initiative for the beastie. For chat, it is... Ooh, that was close. Alright, okay. So Jash, you're going to basically be moving first, so you'd indicated you were reaching for your bow. Were you in the tree or under the tree?
Under the tree.
Okay, so you're going to get your bow out.
Yeah, I guess I should work.
Okay.
Like that. And where is the... Because I don't see Cecilia on the map here. I just want to kind of get an idea of where...
Cecilia was like right here, so it's...
She was. Okay.
Yeah. It's a big black shape right above her.
And
here,
it's...
have a big black shape.
Oh, it's that big.
Gosh.
Holy!
There you go.
Oh.
Okay.
There we go for chat. That's what it looks like.
Okay, so...
But of course, what you're seeing, there's no detail in what you see. It is just a big black flappy shape. All right. So yeah.
Okay, I didn't realize it was that
Oh yeah. It's pretty big.
What
So
fairy tale is that?
I probably wouldn't think to shoot it with a arrow. How high is it at the moment?
Right now it's probably about
what-
15 feet off the ground.
Oh, that high. Okay, yeah. Then I probably would just take my bow and arrow out and just try to shoot it in the wing. That's
Well,
probably
even though it is holding Cecilia, it is large enough that it's actually a little bigger than it probably needs to be. Let me shrink it down a fraction. Should be about that big, probably.
That's more manageable.
Yeah, I was like, holy crap.
All right, there you go. Yeah, so it's large enough that you wouldn't be considered shooting into melee. There's plenty of it to hit, so I won't give you any minuses. Just shoot away.
Okay. Is it a size difference as well or no?
It is. It's actually considered large.
So 1 extra.
Squeegee, what's up, buddy? Scrub it up. Good to see you, man.
Attack, yes.
Squeegee in the house, come visiting us for a bit. All right, well, the first arrow flies through the air and chinks it in the wing. The second one just kind of hits its thigh and it ricochets and bounces off its armored leg. Alrighty. We are looking at Daleth. What is he going to do?
Waking up, hearing the scream, seeing the shape, I'm immediately reaching for my boomstick, and angle in the tree and try to get a shot off as it's flying away. And I have a long enough range.
Well, these trees, I mean, it is winter now. These trees do not have anywhere near the foliage on them that they did before, so I would say you can get a pretty clear shot. So is that your game plan?
Yes.
Did you just do what I think you did?
Okay, that's
Wow.
almost a 20.
Think you
Oh
did.
my God.
Hey, still.
Yes.
I did.
Oh,
Not a 20.
God.
It's not a
All
20,
right.
but it's a crit.
All right. Well, the good news is, the bad news is that's not a crit.
Oh.
Oh.
But it is a solid 15 damage.
That's not a crit. Damn it.
No, the 20 isn't a crit. It doesn't get confirmed at a
confirmed.
measly 20, I'm afraid.
Dream about smaller
I call
things.
foul.
All right. But I can dice roll here. 16. Okay. Physic.
Yeah, I only have, because we haven't done our spells for the next day. I mean, I could call lightning on it, so I'm probably going to start doing that.
All right. You want to call lightning on it? Go ahead.
I'm just going to go ahead and populate the thing. Doop 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 doop. It's a little hard using a trackpad. Who invented them is the
All right. It gives a
worst.
reflex save for half.
It is.
And yeah, it's only going to take half. So, but it's still gonna hurt.
That's 3d6, right?
3d6 points of electrical damage. Yes. All right. So
So
half
I can
of that it's going
oh.
to take 5. Okay. Rush. So it's kind of like 15 feet directly above you. What do you want to do?
How well could everybody else see it? Let's see.
I mean, everybody can see it because it is so big and you're in a clearing and the moonlight is shining down. So everybody can see the shape of the thing. It's just not everybody can really see any detail. Now, for you gnomes that see a little better than everybody else, I'll tell you what it looks like. The thing is jet black. It's got white bones. Its head or face is almost skeletal looking. And as the flesh moves away from the bony skeletal head, it kind of like slowly begins to form into thick hide halfway down its neck. It has kind of like large spines that poke out from its massive bat-like wings and huge big claws.
Mm,
Beautiful. 30 feet.
friendly.
I kind of hope this doesn't hit Cece. Can I see Cecilia?
Cecilia is basically clutched in its claws hanging down below its body. So if you imagine like a huge eagle that's got its prey hanging in by one of its claws, and it's, you know, flying right above you.
Okay, well, hopefully I won't hit her with this, or she might just kill herself. I'm going to try to cast Crushing Despair.
All right. Do you have the macro for that?
I do not, but I can copy-paste it.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
It's going to be a Will Negate.
Right.
And it is a level 4. And,
all right, let's see. There we go. Alrighty. So an invisible cone of despair causes great sadness to the subject. Each affected creature takes -2 penalty on attack rolls, saving throws, ability checks, skills, blah 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 blah, and all those fun things. Alrighty.
that's to make a 19 will.
Okie dokie. And it's that. And it passes.
Jesus.
Cool.
In a manger.
Fine.
Marigold.
Stay posy.
What do you want to do to this thing as it's looming directly above you?
Well, I hear Jash yell something about CC, and I open my eyes, and it's just looming right above me. So I just look up for a second, and then I go, Eagle! And I'm gonna cast.
That's not gonna work, they're all dead.
I'm casting Summon Monster 4. And I'm summoning a giant eagle.
A giant eagle?
Oh, okay.
Oh, a literal eagle.
Oh, literal eagle, cool.
A literal
Alrighty.
eagle this time.
Alright, so Master 4 eagle.
I'll go ahead and roll initiative for it as well. Okay.
I was half expecting a
But
vegetable creature coming out and be like, whoop.
it does do claw attacks that I do immediately.
Alright, okay, so your
And a-
huge
and a
eagle
bite.
materializes in thin air and can immediately choose to attack if it wishes.
It does. So it's 2 claw attacks and a bite. So I.
Does it get to do that? Is that what its full attack is? Okay.
So, oh jeez, guys.
Oh my god.
Oh, one more. Oh no. Come on.
Oh,
Wow. Alright, well apparently the eagle is a little, it's suffering a little bit from summoning sickness because it's not exactly really paying
Well,
a whole
it's
lot of
there now.
attention. Alright, but we
Shout
did
eagle with
take
flash.
damage from that, so let me make one more dice roll.
It has a wingspan of 20 feet.
That's about right size then. Oh, a 1. Okay. All right. So with the accumulation of the damage that you guys have done, between the lightning hitting it from the side, the rifle, the arrow, it has dropped Cecilia. She is falling. Right now it's about 20 feet. So she is falling 20 feet from the ground, directly down. And she will kind of smash into the ground pretty much right in front of, but between Marigold and Rush.
Catch her!
Catch her.
I would
Can
like
we?
to, but my
can we?
initiative is so piss poor.
So the only person that in theory probably has the reflex to do so is too far away, so she is going to take 2d6 points of impact damage with the ground and be woken up pretty harshly.
Save the city.
9. Okay, smash. So she hits the ground solid with a loud thump. Fortunately, again, the ground is muddy. It's dirt. It could have been an awful lot worse. Okay, the creature pretty much arcs round in its turn and is kind of like it's not like flying off, it's staying in the clearing, so it just kind of like buffers its wings up, pulls itself back. So if you can imagine, it is kind of like hovering chest first in front of you, just with its wings poised, still probably about 20 feet off the air. And here is Cecilia on the ground. All right, its turn to react. Okay, you can see now, those of you that can see its face, it has got a definitely menacing kind of look to it. Very intelligent bird-like eyes kind of glance at everybody, like it's trying to figure out what the best course of action is. Its eyes come to rest on the most viable target, which is a guy with a rifle and a short little dude up in a tree, because they're least likely to be able to escape.
Oh.
You see its chest cavity begin to expand.
Oh, no.
And with a loud exhale, a huge big cone of disgusting, putrid, greenish black ichor comes flying out towards you guys.
Can I hide behind Physic?
No.
Just like hold the gnome up.
Would probably be best.
Okay. You may make a...
No.
You can basically, both of you get a save to half the damage. The DC is a 23 reflex save.
Jeez.
However, you're in a tree,
Yikes.
so the reflex save to be successful does mean leaping out of the tree. Daleth, not quite. Physic.
Oh. This is a great night.
Oh God! Stay positive. Come on, guys.
This is
Great.
night.
Awesome. This is exactly how Physic always wanted to die.
That's harsh,
With
Physic.
an imaginary Dracolich.
And once again, we're
Physic's
sorry
still
for the
better.
awkward start for tonight, but I think it's going to be worth it. Okay. In that
Well, not
case,
this rate.
both of you... Oh, ricochet.
No.
Both
don't
of
think
you
so.
are eating the full force of this.
I don't want to.
For a grand total of
12 before.
Under 20.
No.
28 points of acid damage.
Oh, it's
Okay, the stuff sticks to you, and you immediately just feel the liquid. Initially, it's kind of cold, but then within seconds, it is a terrifying, pain-gripping burn that sears into your flesh. So yeah, 28 points of acid damage for each of you, and I need to make a GM roll.
Oh, I know what this is going to be for. I'm already mad at you, Gore.
Okay. All right. All right. After doing so, you can almost see the thing chuckle to itself, like. Jash, how do you want to respond to that?
Is it still flying? or
It is 15
hovering,
feet
I
in the
guess?
air. Yeah.
Yeah, I still can't do anything with that.
You don't have any arrows?
I do. I'm just seeing if there's anything else I want to do other than just shoot arrows at it. But I think at the moment, that's pretty much all I can really do. So I'm going to shoot at it twice again with my longbow.
Alrighty. Okay. Draw your string and let loose.
Whoops. Try that again. There we go.
All right, the first arrow does find a small chink in the armor and do a couple of points of damage, but I'm afraid that is all.
So much damage.
Daleth.
Okay, I gotta get in there.
As you lay on the ground beneath the tree,
So I did fall out of the tree?
I'm assuming, well, either you jumped out of the... It's your choice, really, because you failed. You can either say you failed to get out of the tree quick enough, or you were diving out of the tree and just still didn't succeed.
It still got me, okay.
So it's your choice. You don't have to have been out of the tree if you don't want to.
No, I being out of the tree is fine because it makes more sense because that was nasty. I'm going to stand up with my back against the tree on this far side and start to reload if that's still a thing I can do. In a fumbling
if
panic.
you chose, basically you hit the ground, so you're going to get up, stand behind the tree, and then for your action you start your reload.
Yes.
Okay. Physic.
Kind of the same deal here. I'm going to basically off of the ground start scrambling to get behind a slightly different tree, but
Okay. You dive
That's
behind
what I
that
was
tree
near.
for some cover.
and then I'm going to start pondering really, really hard the reality of the situation. Because I doubt this is real.
Oh, right. You doubt it's real. Okay. I'll tell you one thing. It sure as hell effing felt pretty damn real.
Yeah, but so did that cottage. Oh,
so,
man.
okay. But that's what you're going to do? You're not going to do any other action?
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay in the cover there.
All right, Rush.
How big is this tree that I'm like right in front of me? Is that a tree? What is that?
This, it is kind of like a spindly little tree. Yeah, it's more like a small. The whole tree is about 10 foot tall. You could hide behind it. It probably wouldn't give full cover to somebody as big as Marigold, but you could definitely tuck yourself behind it.
Well, my idea is to grab Cece and pull her over to this tree over here.
Okay. Yep. Well, she won't give up much. I mean, basically, as you pull her over, her eyes are just firmly fixed on this damn thing, as she looks totally terrified by it.
Don't blame her. I'm going to keep my eye on it, too.
But yeah, you will successfully pull her. She won't resist you in any way. All right. Marigold.
Alright, I am back up against this tree here. I'm going to attempt to cast Holy Smite on the thing.
Smite me, oh smiter!
Yes.
Okie dokie. So there's 16 points of damage to each evil creature in the area, or 29 points to an evil outsider. All right. Saving throw, willpower is really... and if it fails, of course, it's also blinded if it is an evil outsider. So let's see. And that's a willpower save.
Oh, it had a good willpower save, though.
Ignore whatever
sure
that's
does.
about to do, because that didn't even make any sense.
I think it's saved.
1d20.
That's what happens when you miss the plus symbol.
Yeah,
Math is important, guys.
1492.
Yeah, it peed on that. Okay. So willpower partial. So basically, it will take half of that. So it'll take 8.
Yay.
But you know what? It's something. Okay.
Something.
You give it a little smitey. Now you have an eagle. that
The
may
eagle
act.
is going to go over and attack it.
All right. Okay.
Yes. I guess it's only one attack, not the full attack. So
Well, that's what I was asking, is because it's like it should tell you on the eagle stat sheet. It should say the type of attacks, and then it should say what a full attack is.
yeah, but I had to move, so I'm assuming I can't do the full
No,
attack.
correct. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just doing the one claw attack.
All
now,
right.
Then.
The eagle makes a
Do you have it?
slashing attempt with its talon.
I'm with you, man. You can do
Come on,
it.
eagle! Come on, eagle!
Oh.
Afraid not.
Ah,
All right.
quit. Quit the game.
Okay. With that, and now this eagle is firmly locked in this thing's face. It is going to, with its, with its posturing, it slashes towards the eagle with its 2 claws, and it's all right. Yeah.
Must be a scary
Roll,
fight.
One.
Let
They're
me
just,
go
like,
ahead
hovering
and
there, like,
That would be, yeah, that'd be pretty cool to
use
watch.
this to make my life a little easier. Yeah, great big like aerial battle going on.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. And all right, the first claw as it slashes at the eagle,
Wow.
will hit.
Plus I did.
The second one
Oh my gosh.
will hit, and then it tears down with its long neck and mighty jaws,
Oh my god.
which is a potential crit, and it is.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so the claw
What is
attacks.
this thing?
It's
Oh wow.
Yeah.
The claw attacks are going to do a grand total of 26.
That's how many hit points it had.
And the bite did a lot of 2s. So basically it takes 40 points of damage. Was that
Falls to the ground. It goes.
poof? All right. Okay, in disgust, as the summoned eagle just kind of like vanishes into magical thin air, it looks thoroughly agitated and pissed at that, and now you can see its eyes starting to glimpse around and squint to see if it can figure out which one of you bastards it was that put such a nasty little illusion in front of it to deal with. Jash. The good news is, of course, it had to deal with the eagle, not you that round. What you want to do, Jash?
Yeah, I was just about to throw my bow down and start running up to it to get closer, but after seeing what it just did to this eagle, there's no way I'm getting
it kind of
that
like
close
grabbed
to
the
this thing.
eagle with both claws, and then you just see it rear its head back and bite into the eagle and shake it apart, and then you just see the eagle just go pfft.
Yeah, I would start to kind of run and see that and go, and take a little step back, and I would fire 2 more shots of my bow with my longbow at it.
Oh, come on, get closer, get in there.
Okay.
Okay,
After seeing
You're
that,
right.
just one shot it. There's no way I'm getting in there right now.
okay. Another couple of shots with the bow then.
Yep.
Crit.
Hey,
Something.
you should be happy if he gets hits. Neither which did, I'm afraid.
26 isn't a hit.
Nope.
What?
It is
Did
not.
you add the
I don't
one?
know if I'm capable of it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right. Daleth.
Yeah, you're gonna see. I'm gonna spin around the tree with my gun cocked, ready, locked, ready to fire, and I'm gonna try to shoot it again.
All right. So you're gonna take another pot shot at it with the gun.
Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
aware that
Make it
it's-
count. Make it count.
Oh.
It's a hit.
Yeah.
A pretty good hit too. 13.
We're
Okay.
not happy about it.
All right.
4 bullets left.
You got this, Dallas.
You're just gonna have to keep. Dallas gonna have to run from tree to tree. Ping. You wascally wabbit.
And then I hide. I'm still behind the tree. I literally just went.
Okay.
Oh.
Physic.
Who's muted?
Oh, okay. So I'm basically going to take a cue on that, and I'm going to lean out and throw lightning down on him again, and then lean
Okay.
back into the tree.
All right.
Nice.
Oh,
Good bet.
15. And is there a save on that for half?
Yeah, it's save for half reflex.
What is the number on it? Do you remember?
I think it was 17. Let me double check.
Whatever his plus is, apparently.
Yeah, whatever his plus is.
Well, let's
It's
see.
16. 16.
It failed.
Oh,
So you got it for all 15. Nice.
I didn't say
There we go.
All right. Yep. So the blast of and what was that you just did? That was lightning.
Yep, more lightning.
Alrighty. The blast of lightning rains down and hits the thing solidly in the back. Let me see. Okay. As it does so, it actually does enough damage that the thing ends up kind of like coming down a little closer to the ground. So it actually kind of goes. As it does so, you kind of see it was in the mid flap of its wings. But it's kind of momentarily stunned as the blast hits it, and it kind of descends about 10 feet. So it is now actually only a few feet hovered above the ground, and a little closer to the center of the clearing. Rush.
Okay, let me check a stat real quick, see what that's. Reflexes, dex, wisdom. Okay, that's not really. So I guess seeing Physic have such good luck with his lightning,
Yes.
and not wanting to draw its attention to Cece, I'm gonna step over here by this rock.
Okay, so you scurry over to the large boulder. The boulder's probably about 1.5 feet off the ground, so I mean you can crouch down pretty low and almost be behind it.
Alright, so I'm going to shoot a lightning bolt.
Alrighty. And it will reflex save for half. And what is your what is the DC on that?
That
Is it
would
19?
be no. Yeah, I'd
That's
say.
gonna be
All right, so it takes 15 points of lightning damage then. Alrighty.
Yeah, the save would have been 16.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okie dokie. Marigold.
I am going to try to cast Searing Light
Searing light.
on it.
Blasted marigold.
Pew pew. There it goes.
Jesus. Oh, but you don't hit it.
Never.
That will not hit the target, I'm afraid.
Okay.
With a ranged attack of only 9.
Okay then.
So,
Stay in posse. Keep
all
it
right.
posse.
Stay in
okay,
posse.
with the thing now being pretty much close to the ground, it could fly back up for a vantage position, but quite honestly, it isn't scared of you guys. And again, being a wicked son of a bitch, it is going in kind of like just curves its wings back to glide forward a little bit. One of its talons slashes out down at Rush as he hides behind the rock. And will hit.
Oh, no.
Okay, you feel the claws dig in, doing 11 points of damage. With its elongated neck, it is going to attempt to snap at Marigold. And it will hit.
Yes.
And the bite will do a total of 11.
Okay. Ouch, guys.
All right, so yeah, this thing is like now grounded, like. So it kind of came down. It used one of its claws to kind of steady itself as it landed, snatched at Rush with the other one, and then took a snap with its big jaws at Marigold. Okay, Jash.
All right, seeing that it's is actually landed at this point. Let's see how far can I move here. I can get right there. Would that be close enough to hit it, Gore?
It'd be close enough to get an attack in, yeah.
That's what I meant. That's what
Yeah,
I meant.
absolutely.
So I would get right up to it here.
Oh,
Would that?
you want to get up? I mean, do you literally want to try to get underneath its wing?
No, but I just mean in this area here.
Okay,
Like,
all right, yep.
You know, back here like that. And would that be flanking? Since Rush is on the far side of me here.
I would say yes.
Okay.
It would, for sure.
Okay. So I get one attack here.
And you'll get +2 due to the flanking.
Don't blow it.
And it is large, so that also gives you a +1. So you get a combined total of +3.
I have to roll like a 300 to hit it anyway, so we'll see what happens, I guess.
That's a hit.
Yes.
Yes!
Thanks,
There.
damn it.
Alrighty.
Hey, I hit it.
Yeah.
Thank you, flanking. Alright.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, you rush in and give it a good swipe. Daleth.
Begin my reload.
Okay.
Use my full turn.
Physic.
Continuing the lightning game
Alright.
because I haven't gotten new spells for the new day yet.
For 50.
Nice, though.
Nice roll though.
Let's see if it saves.
Nah, it's gonna roll. It's gonna roll 3, dude. We'll be fine.
Okay, so still going to eat half of that.
Big stretch.
So still
Trying to
going to
help.
take 8.
Yeah. Trying to be as
Alrighty.
nonchalant as I could.
The thing is definitely starting to show signs of wear and tear. Rush. What a rush.
Alright. Physics still attacking with lightning. Me too.
Kill it, Rush.
Okay.
Kill it with lightning fire.
Oh, what is with these numbers? I need more 6s.
And it
I
does
hate
save.
this thing.
So, taking 14. Alright. Marigold. You know what, Rush? Before you can do that, you need a concentration check. Because you
yeah,
took
you
how many points of damage last round? 11.
11.
So you got to do a 21 concentration check to get that spell off. Otherwise, it fizzled.
fizzled like physic.
And Marigold will have the same problem. Oh, sorry, no! You didn't get that off.
Oh no!
So, take backs. Alright, and unfortunately, yeah, if you want to cast, you will have the same thing. You're going to have to roll a 21 concentration check.
I'm not doing that. I was just pulling my sword out
Okay.
and doing a full attack.
Have at it.
I guess I get flanking too? Maybe?
I'm going to say yes. Technically, you don't, but I'm going to say yes.
Is there a size difference?
+1 size modifier, yeah, so you get +3.
Okay.
Because this quadrant here, technically, is where someone would have to be to give you flanking.
I jab at the thing.
Well, you hit it once for 6.
6 club.
Nice jab.
All right. Okay. Fortunately, it's its turn. Okay. This time, it kind of once again, it's going to slash at Rush with one of its claws. Oh! Possible fumble.
It stabs itself. It stabs itself.
This could be
yourself.
absolutely critical for
Kill
you guys.
yourself.
Okay, -4 to hit on its next
-4.
attack, which is going to be on Marigold. So it's -4 to hit on Marigold.
I don't help anything. It's like a +20.
I know.
No, only a +19. So, all right. So once again, it is going to snap with its fangs and jaws at Marigold,
Aww.
and it will hit.
By the way, since it rolled a 1, does that mean it missed me? Because that would still hit me.
1 is always a miss.
Okay.
In melee, 1 is always a miss, so it does miss you.
Jesus, can't believe it's gonna hit me even when it
Come at me.
You only take 10.
Okay.
All right, it lashes out kind of with its right claw, kind of almost like in a backward arced kick towards Jash.
Too fast for you, big dog. Nope.
Where are you going like this? Come.
Dash is like,
Yeah. Bring it! Oh, it just hits
A
him.
14.
Oh.
And then,
Hold on.
because of his position, it basically bitch slaps him with the wing.
Me?
Yeah. Because that's the thing it can do.
4 attacks.
And it's going to bitch slap you with the wing for... Okay, you get wing buffeted for 4.
Huh.
Does anybody know what the hell this thing is? That might could help us.
All right, Jash. Get stuck in there, buddy.
Okay. I am going to try to jump on its back.
Oh, great.
Oh yeah, pull a Marlowe. You can do it.
Okay,
That's what I'm doing. Because if I'm getting hit twice from here, I'm like, well, I gotta get out of here.
I mean, you're literally going to just kind of like take a few steps and try to leap up and grab it and pull yourself up?
Yep.
All right, give me a jump skill roll then.
Okay. Getting silly and saucy here. Gotta keep it fresh. Keep pausing. Oh yeah, baby.
25! Okay, yeah, okay. You do manage to... You're probably not on the top, so let me go ahead and... Actually, you know what? Do it this way. There. Alright, you do manage to clamber up and get on the thing's back, but that will be your whole action.
That's fine. I'm just gonna ride it Buck and Bronco style.
Alright, Daleth.
Finish my reload and shoot center mass? I mean...
Is that what you're going to do? Just shoot at it again? Okay.
I mean, yeah, I have 4 bullets left. I might as well waste them all on this thing.
Yeah.
Maybe get a crit and probably...
Come on, man.
15,
Ooh.
no. That doesn't hit.
26 is a miss.
Yeah, okay, even if
Oh,
I'm on
with a
it,
+1 size bonus?
Yeah, I did that.
You did? Okay. So, yeah, unfortunately, no. And you don't
Flanking
get flanking
somehow?
bonuses, so,
maybe because I'm on it, I'm like weighing it down a little more now.
no.
Yeah, rush is...
I'm trying.
No.
No.
But we could roll to see if you accidentally pluck Jash off its back.
No,
Hey,
that's silly.
if I accidentally shoot CC, I'm okay with that because maybe it'll disappear.
See,
So
there's,
I kill CC.
hey, there's a strategy. Kill CC. All right,
strategy.
Physic.
It's kind of hard to lightning boy.
It is
when
now
you got a
because you
boy
got
on his
someone
back.
on it. So if you drop
You speak Draconic?
if you drop lightning on it, you will probably burn some Jash.
I'd say do.
Oh,
But sorry,
Yeah.
but sir, won't we hit our own troops? Yes, but we'll hit theirs as well.
oh, Braveheart.
Go
Yeah,
for it, Braveheart. That's
I'm not gonna do. I don't want to be the villain from Braveheart. You know.
Long shanks.
Yeah,
and
'cause that's
charge
long
at it,
range.
screaming freedom, and be the hero.
Well, that's my other option, isn't it? I'm gonna run over and drop Cat's Grace on our ranged hero here.
Okay, so you're gonna sneak
Yes.
over and Cat's Grace. That gives you +4 Dex bonus, right?
Yeah.
Yep, yep.
All right. Now to quote another movie. Information that would have been good if I'd have had it yesterday.
Wow, you went from Braveheart to Adam Sandler.
Yeah, right.
All right. Good
Okay.
swing.
Rush.
was thinking about doing shout, but now I'm afraid I'm going to deafen.
You got
Josh,
a
if I do
DC 20 to cast for a concentration.
Yeah,
No,
I
you
mean,
don't,
I
because
gotta
it
do
didn't hit
that
you. No,
regardless.
you don't. Didn't hit you. Because it rolled a 1. So you
Yeah,
can
you
cast
missed.
whatever the hell you want.
Oh, I still don't want to deafen Josh. So
Josh.
Scorching Ray.
Josh.
Okay. You can. You could definitely Scorching Ray from the underside. I mean, you're like little bitty down here, and he's on the top of it. So yeah, you could definitely Scorching Ray at the underside without risk of hitting him.
BAB Dex Seismon. Hit. Win.
BAB is 7. No, 2.
Yep.
Because I'm tiny. Okay. So 8.
The Scorching Ray, there's no save, but it's a reflex attack.
Oh, it's a touch attack, right?
Range touch attack roll, right?
Okay.
All right. Let me see here. Range touch
Pretty
attack.
strong. Those are good. I like those
touches.
numbers.
Your second one is in for sure. The first one is not. So you hit it, but the second one's the. So you do hit it once for 7. For the 27 does hit.
Is that, that was 46, I think.
Yep.
There is. I want to make sure that I have that right.
If we keep poking him, eventually
Alright,
he'll get
46.
so irritated he leaves.
Just
Right.
piss him off.
And I'll hide on his back and find out where his lair is.
For every
And
4
rob him
level.
blind while he's asleep.
And it'll
Still only
disappear.
have 2.
Yeah.
And I'll fall.
Josh will re-emerge with another massive, covered in yet even more gold. For
Yay.
13.
Right
All
down the middle.
Straight down the middle. Okay. 13 points of damage delivered. Marigold. You were hit, so you've got...
Jab, slash.
Okay.
I was hit.
Give it a little stabby.
With it. And stab's not bad.
Stab, stab,
Ah.
stabbaroo.
Okay. Blah, 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 blah.
And you... Let's see... No. I'm afraid not. No potatoes for you. Alright, our draconic friend... Alright, well the first thing it does is it reaches round with its long neck and goes... and takes a snap at the fool on its back.
It can reach me from there?
Yeah, absolutely it can. Its neck is very long, it can easily reach you from there.
Pretty flexible neck. That's a hit.
Well, it is. It's I mean, think of it. It's got an incredibly long neck.
I'm kidding.
And it's elastic, so it does extra damage because it goes... whoosh. No.
Well, okay, I was about to be so mad for a second.
All right. Okay, yeah. Reaching round as if to scratch an annoying itch.
Mm-hmm.
It does so with its teeth for 14 points of damage.
Okay.
With that, it's not going to use its claws because it's actually too busy looking at its back. But what it is going to do is just because it knows it's got much more chance of hitting, comes crashing forward with both wings. And Marigold
This thing is an asshole.
and Rush. You're both getting a slap from the wing. Marigold, a wing slap of 10 for you.
Ouch.
And Rush, a wing slap of 10 for you as well. It's fair if nothing. All right, Jash. Okay, you're on its back. What do you want to do now, buddy?
I'm just gonna start beating it with my flail as hard as I can.
All right, give me two attacks.
Do I get any pluses since I'm like literally right on
You
top
won't get
of
any
it, or-
pluses, but I will be reducing its AC.
Okay. So no size difference either? Nothing? Just straight?
Technically, you can still have the size bonus.
Okay.
And of course, any of its AC that was attributed to its ability to dodge, duck, dive, and dodge. Unfortunately, neither one of those is enough. So you don't miss it, but you're just like flailing
sad.
against this. This thing is just so hard. The scales on its back are just so dense. It's like clatter, clatter, clang. No real damage. Physic.
Well, after seeing that eventful activity and not being terribly proud of my friends,
Dude, we're trying.
no, it's more just, Cash, what are you doing, man?
It has an AC of 5,000! What do you want from me?
To move! I'm just gonna go ahead and throw lightning because I have no other spells left after.
All right, so you're gonna dump lightning on it.
Yep.
All right, get ready for your reflex save, Jash. Okay, so it's going to make its save. And it will, so it's only going to take 5. You're going to make a reflex save as well, Jash.
Yep.
And I
Great.
think you
That's just under.
so you're going to eat 10 points of lightning.
Okay.
Unfortunately. All right. Let's see. And lightning. Yeah, so. Owie! Alright, Rush.
I would have reloaded if
Oh,
I thought I was after
No.
Jash.
Oh, you were. That's what I figured
Yeah.
you were doing, so.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so yep, you reloaded.
What the hell am I gonna do? I don't like this thing. Let's make a concentration check, I guess.
So a DC of 20, I believe. Yep. So Cass, whatever you feel free.
Hell, let's just do Scorching Ray again.
Alright.
It's a total one. Stay posy.
What kind of size bonus do you get from being so
Plus
tiny
2?
compared to-
Alright. And. Oh, is that both of them?
Yeah.
The 20 will hit, but that's it.
Hey, damage is damage.
Yep. And
One more
sometimes you have to
scorching.
damage.
Ooh, it's a nice one though. Lovely hit.
Hey,
Almost max. Gotta love that.
nice.
Alrighty. Okay, that definitely got its attention as you blasted it in the underside. Marigold.
Oh, great! I don't want its attention.
Yeah, that was a great shot. Great shot, kid. That was 1 in a million.
I am going to attack it again.
Alright, sticking with the melee, are we, cleric? Go for it.
I've still got to stick with the melee. Okay. Hoping to hit anything. 1.
Yep, you give it a poke for 4. Alright, its turn.
Welcome to 4.
It basically just... and it's going to use its movement to fly 60 feet straight up. Jash, you have a choice. You can stay on the back. You can stay on the back, or you can leap off.
No, I'm leaping off.
Alright, so you have no
Channel
intention
your
of going
Reroll
for a
and
free
tumble
ride.
like a bitch.
Yeah, no, I'm leaping off.
Alright. So it flies up in the air.
I should have stayed.
getting itself kind of
That's more fun.
poised and ready to strike. So now it is like almost at the top of the tree level, above the clearing. And that is all it is doing this turn. Alright, Jash, you're on the ground. Obviously you can't flail it from here.
Nope. So I'm gonna run after jumping off and it flying up and being able to see Marigold in front of me. I'm just gonna start running towards her, like, help me, help me, help me, help me, as I round this tree here and kind of put my back to it. And I would turn around actually.
Okay, alright.
But I would like peek out and just kind of like keep tapping on the shoulder, like, hey, please help, because I'm feeling pretty bad at the moment.
Alright, Dallas.
After reloading from last rounds,
Are you going to shoot it?
I have 4 bullets left. No, I have 3 bullets left. I'm gonna fire one of them. I'm smart.
Or it's not right now. So don't miss.
Oh, son of a...
Afraid not, buddy.
I said don't miss.
I'm sorry.
He obviously didn't hear. He obviously didn't hear what you said.
Roll a 3.
All right,
I rolled a
Physic.
3.
Yeah, that's the... Well, no,
I mean, he's a really good shot. It's just, for some reason, it must be the fact that he's doing this. He's just
Hey,
shaking
I am
like
not
a
a coward.
He's holding the gun with both his shooting
Not a
hand and his
coward. He
shooting
just
hand.
kind of hoped that he would accidentally shoot Cece and kill her with friendly fire so that this thing would disappear.
I tried a
Alrighty.
360 no
In
scope.
the morning,
Okay, guys,
in the morning
I'm
he has
sorry.
to put on.
There you go.
In the morning he has to put on his aiming hand and his shooting hand. He hasn't put that on yet, so they're both shooting hands. You need to give him a couple revolvers.
It's up to
I'm
you,
gonna stab some
basically,
lightning
Physic.
at him.
Ooh.
Oh, this is bad.
And I've got a feeling. Oh well, at least it didn't save.
Well.
So
Cool, man.
at least you can have the
Welcome
5.
to 5.
All right, Rush.
Okay, I don't have to worry about Josh getting zapped. And I'm really concerned that it's going to use a breath attack on all of us grouped together here, but I'm going to lightning bolt it.
All right. And do its reflex save. It's gonna fail.
Oh, nice.
Shock its heart.
Shock
Be like
and
dragon
roll.
All right, so this is your best shot of doing a huge amount of damage to this thing.
Come on, spook.
Roll well.
Hold on, I gotta change this roll.
Roll
That's
die.
totally not how much damage it can do. I had 90-10. Okay.
A 37.
Okay.
Nice. Alrighty. All right, let's see. All right, now, for a moment of hesitation, you see a wicked look on its eye, a moment of thought process as it begins to try to contemplate. You can kind of see its body language. Anyone want to give me a sense motive roll? I'll tell you what it might be
Yeah.
thinking.
Yeah. Great.
Sure.
It wishes it was at the beach.
I'd rather be sailing, is what
Art
it's thinking.
that McDonald's by.
Yeah, I sense SWAT. I just see black shape.
Oh.
Marico with an 18. Jash with an 18.
My dracophobia is so intense I can't think straight.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know that there is a dracophobia. Isn't everybody scared of dragons by default? Actually,
think they
if it
were
was
cool
much bigger,
first.
you all would be. All right, so on an 18, its body language is telling you it's seriously thinking, I should really get out of here. I should leave. But then the wickedness in its heart is also like, but I could so throw those bastards down there on the ground right now in that little cluster. So we're going to make a dice roll.
Oh no.
50% or less. Its wicked nature wins through, and it is going to breath weapon you three that are down there by the tree. Over 50, self-preservation will kick in, and it will decide to fly and fight another day.
Hey, Gore. Roll 100.
Yeah.
It's a 0.
0?
That's under 50, right? No, let's try that again. All right, 50 or under, and as I said, it will be wicked and try to kill you guys. Other than that, it's going to be self-preservationist and leave. Nope, it's an asshole. It's an asshole through and through. They are chaotic evil after all. Okay, so instead of that, it says no. Damn it. And
if I live through this, I'm taking a super. It's going to disappear.
Right there. Hey, never let it be said that I was being vindictive. It was a clear dice roll.
KO'd by an imaginary dragon.
All right. Everybody gets a reflex save. You can half that damage if you can do a DC 23 reflex save.
Come on, you bastards!
Bastard. Nope.
Oh,
Dash.
Scheisse.
Nope.
Oh.
Marigold. Nope. You only... Come on. You really only have a reflex save of +1, Marigold? Are you sure? Level 9 cleric.
I got a -1 ability modifier.
Oh.
Yeah, but still.
Still pretty bad.
Sorry, it's supposed to be +2. I forgot to add it to my sheet.
Okay, I thought that was... That's still pretty piss poor. That's still a 19, so you still fail.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, folks. Oh, don't do that.
Moment of truth.
Was Jane supposed to go before the dragon, or no?
She.
I thought she did.
Did you not attack Jane?
She did not.
I didn't do anything. I was gonna help Josh.
I hit it with
Well, I
lightning
told you I would tell you what I'm gonna do.
Because I
but then
thought you were.
see, like,
I was assuming
medicating.
you were going to heal Jash this turn, but I may be wrong.
Yeah, I was gonna heal Josh.
Okay, so give Jash his heal then,
Please.
because he might want that before this hits.
Absolutely.
I think that's what he was angling at. I think he was like, "Please let her heal me first,
Yeah.
because this is going to really suck otherwise." Oh, it's a good one though for 26. All right.
Thank God.
Okay, all three of you in the cluster,
Okay.
prepare to eat acid for 33.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh my god.
So 43 would be the
no.
concentration skill roll
Okay.
if you're able to cast. Jash. So yeah, you just got 33 points of breath weapon damage, and it is still 60 feet in the air.
Oh.
Let's see. Well, actually, let me double check. What's his range? Because it would have stayed at max range. And the line is... Let me double check. Because it may have had to come down a little lower to do that. Alright, no, it's about 40 feet. There we go.
I still can't do anything.
You can still
about
shoot
that.
at it with a bow.
Yeah, cool. For one hit point of damage. Yeah. Awesome. I guess I really don't have much of a choice, so that's what I'm gonna do.
It looks thoroughly pissed off that you're still alive, though.
Well, that's nice. All right. So we're gonna do. Whoops! Wrong button. There we go. There we go.
Oh, it's
not bad.
not a bad shot.
Not bad.
Alright, 12. Oh, okay.
Oh, I should probably mention Rush went down.
Oh, Rush is on the ground?
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
you probably should mention that.
I should probably mention Marigold went down too.
Oh, then...
Oh God.
What
I was
the?
gonna wait till my turn to say it.
Okay,
For
okay, so
dramatic
Marigold
effects, but-
Marigold and Rush
Go.
are both laying on the ground. Daleth.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I'm reloading one of my last 2 bullets
Right, Physic.
in an utter panic.
What do you want to do, Physic?
I still have another zap, but at this point I don't want to attract his attention over here. He's toying with us at this point, and he's probably not even real.
It's clear that the thing is severely injured. You can see like the way its right wing is. It's like having to beat its right wing twice as fast to keep up with the left because it doesn't have as much momentum, and its leg is dangling pretty low.
Okay, then in that case, I'm going to drop the one last thing I have that might be worthwhile. I can't do the higher level one, can I? Because I haven't done my meditation yet for the day. Sorry, I have to scroll through the menu, and I was in a different thing.
All right.
Flame Strike sounds like a decent time to do the Flame Strike. So I'm gonna try the Flame Strike. All the kids these days trying the Flame Strike, you know.
Okay.
Flame strike again.
Flame Strike will do 26. It can reflex save for half.
Come on, come on.
There's 17.
One. One.
Which it pisses over. However, it only had 9 hit points left. And it comes crashing to the ground in a huge, big, crumbled heap. All right.
Okay.
Yes, it is no longer moving. Its last action, you see its neck kind of raise up just for a second as and smashes into the ground, deceased.
And then it disappeared in about an hour.
All right. Rush is down. Marigold is down. Dragon is dead. Jash, what are you doing?
I'm going to look over in the direction where I'm pretty sure Physic is, since I probably can't see him.
Uh-huh.
And I go, Physic, we need your help. Get over here now.
Yeah, I was gonna say you probably see tiny legs running in that direction.
Little white legs.
Little tiny legs.
I'm using a full dash to get there as well.
All right, Jane, I just sent you a message. Sorry about the
Just looking
count.
at Physic. Like, what can I do? What can I do?
Okay. All right. So who are you gonna attend to first, Physic, or pay attention to?
Got to Marigold first.
Okay.
And if Marigold was awake, Marigold could probably help better than I'll be able to help.
All right.
So, actually, it might work better now because that would take too long, and that's dangerous. I'm gonna drop a Cure Moderate because that's the best thing I have.
All right.
Just immediately.
Okie dokie.
You know, because if this happened to be a real dragon.
All right. 17. So you are back and conscious. All right. So that took a round. Then what you gonna do?
Run over to the next.
Okay.
And if I have taken that healing spell and not used it yet, I would use it. But I guess not, so I'm going to have to do the spontaneous rejuvenation spell. I'm going to be able to do that at level 3, so 9 points overall. Over 3 rounds.
So
3 immediately.
So that's for a I know what you're talking about. So everybody gets three hit points for the next 3 rounds, basically. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Everyone. Yep.
Okay. That will not. Actually, yes, it will.
So after.
Yes, it will. So after 3 rounds,
No,
Rush.
it won't.
Well, it will because it'll auto stabilize you.
Oh, okay.
Because you won't be continued. Because you'll heal automatically after a round, and then you'll tick for 9. So, actually, yeah, no, it won't.
Can you message me what I'm
That's the
at?
first thing I'm doing.
At the end of that, you would be at that.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Right.
I guess I come
So
to-
I guess what I'm doing is the first thing I did is that, and then while that's going, can I cast Cure Minor Wounds twice to boost an additional 2?
Yeah, of course you can. In that case, if
Okay,
you do that
that's
over
what
the
I
next
mean.
2
You would
rounds,
do
then
that?
yes. Just
Yeah.
So yeah, that will actually put her alive.
After you cured me once and it didn't bring me back, you do that?
Well, 'cause
Well,
the
his
thing is,
cure
I'm
takes
assuming you're pretty badly
3
burned.
rounds. The
and
9
I
points
would be-
takes 3 rounds to get there, and it's a very minor thing. So,
Yeah.
So, I mean, it makes sense that he would probably do everything he could during that time.
That's all the spells.
So yeah, you will be back up and vaguely conscious. And I mean, you're back on your feet, but you feel like absolute dragon shit right now.
So how much should I put myself at then?
You would be at 2.
Got it. Yeah, I almost died just then.
That was like a round from death.
Yeah, when he hit me, I went to -9.
That was a round from a round from death. I mean, of course, we'd have had the stabilization roll, which may or may not have happened. But as it happened, we didn't need to.
Do math. I was like, am I at -11 or?
No, you're good.
so as Rush comes to, I'm just gonna look at him. I'm just gonna be like, now you owe me 2 drinks. Just gonna,
yeah, that was bloody close.
And basically,
Spook messaged me what she was on, and I was like, all right, if Physic takes more than a couple of rounds to take care of this, you're done. And of course, it was ironic that Marigold was only on -3, so
oh, come on.
She was barely down. But of course, without a heal
how
check,
awesome would it have been if I died because she went to her first?
I know, right? That would have been so sad. All right, well, that's a pretty good stopping point for us to take a break, I reckon. So yeah, we're going to take a short break, and then we'll continue. So the thing is laying dead in the muddy ground. Ironically, about the same place that a hut was only a few hours ago.
Get the hell away from here.
Yeah.
Is everyone gonna be?
As I get up and come to, I'm just gonna go, Stacy, and like look around.
As an afterthought, suddenly you remember that. Oh yeah, we got a girl we're protecting.
Where is she?
She's right over there behind the tree.
Yeah. Battered and bruised from her ordeal, because of course she fell 20 feet from the creature's talons.
Oh, boo!
So you know.
I'm gonna heal her.
Don't heal that bitch. This is her fault.
I'm going to heal her for 14.
14. Okay.
Yes, heal the one that never went unconscious.
All right. Okay. Clearly, obviously, being such a wet around the ears noble lass, this whole thing once again has been it's been so terrifying and traumatic for the poor child.
And then I'm gonna turn around and then look at everyone and go, "Oh, Rush!
Yes,
Rush, you okay? You look terrible.
Rush, you're barely alive. Have a point."
You know, I always imagined you saying a rush would come out differently.
Either way, here you go. I'm gonna pat him.
Good to see him. Thanks for the cheer, buddy.
We're on the brink of death for making those jokes.
Are we gonna talk about the elephant in
Brink
this?
of death. I see what you did there. Oh.
What elephant?
Dad, if that was a dragon.
What's a dragon?
And the message says, "Cheers, guys. Always entertaining. Thank you." We try.
I'm talking about Cece.
Shit! Don't call her fat.
What's a foot?
This thing came out of nowhere to, I don't know, attack us?
Probably
She was screaming in her sleep.
Tower and keep her trapped there and something children's story.
Oh, of course, it's a new month, isn't it? So, yeah.
Well, I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be a children's story, right?
Cece. Or Cecilia, I'm sorry, we're not on friendly terms with each other.
Right, so she's
I'm trying
there.
to think back to any myths. Did you ever dream about this, Cece?
Yeah, ask her, Mary.
I am.
She kind of looks at you, and you see her like, and tears begin to roll down her cheek.
Well,
Okay.
Poor girl.
Moving forward,
Hug her.
Stay positive.
I suggest we do the Jash suggestion for porridge, and choke her out. So she's unconscious.
Yeah, I'm on board with that.
That means she'll still stream. Like,
Is it? Does it?
Why wouldn't
How
it?
do dreams
Yeah. Okay, Shaggy, you've never passed out while drawing blood, have you? Because those
you're
are some
about
of
to.
the best
No.
dreams.
Got it. Alchemy. Let's make some hypnosil.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
Like the drug, a fictional drug. From Nightmare on Elm.
Hypnosil.
I'm okay with alchemying up a solution here.
Yeah, there might be something herbally I could find around here that would help.
Yeah, but it's dangerous not to dream. Then again, this is pretty dangerous for her to dream.
Yeah, I'd say when your dreams are out to destroy you, it's probably best to not dream for a little while.
Well, maybe we should figure out maybe why she's having dreams like that.
Must be that voodoo magic.
It might
Yeah.
be part of that.
Is there a
Something
way
like
we
that,
can...
some kind
Yeah.
of curse. I think it's a curse.
It might be
Anything
some
that
kind
would
of dream
cause-
curse.
Because I
Are
could
you
try to
trying to think
remove
of
the
something?
curse. I think.
What if we gave her a nice glass of steamed milk before bed every night? That always makes me
Yes,
dream of happy
yes.
things.
Let's milk a teat from down beneath the veil and get some fresh milk.
Well, have you ever had dragon's milk before?
Have you?
Two dragons.
No, I'm asking. Is that a thing? Has anyone had dragon's
Why
milk?
don't you go check the dragon for a teat?
Oh, good idea. I'm gonna go check the dragon for a
Just
teeth.
gonna say dragon's milk is a good brew.
Like a
local.
melt dragon.
Oh god.
New
No.
Holland Brewery.
What's my milk
You
milk
can't
like?
see any obvious teats.
Okay, first of all, a dragon wouldn't have
Only on this show. Only on this friggin' show.
and therefore doesn't have memory glands. It's not a mammal.
I'm gonna come back.
Right.
I didn't see any teats.
I can't believe we got Gorbat to DM that. No, you don't see any dragons.
Well, hey, Spook was spot on, because that's my logic. It's a reptile. They don't do that.
It lays eggs, so it doesn't have to feed its young like that.
I have nipples, Greg. Can you milk
my
me?
coworker that asked us if we tried lobster milk before.
I'm just saying, if it's a curse, I could try to remove it in the morning.
Okay, but
Always in the morning.
if you can't,
The morning's the best time of the day.
if you can't,
Curses.
I suggest we get to the elves as quick as possible and unload this problem on them.
Oh,
Wow, it's
It's
all
that
about passing the buck for you people, isn't it?
Well, they're mystical with their ears and lifespans.
Yeah,
They
sound logic.
definitely- Whatever it is, it's an evil thing that's happening, and because I can't imagine any of this being considered good.
That's something.
Yeah,
It's an
Cece,
evil
can't you
thing.
have
Why is
nice
it only the
dreams?
bad dreams?
Can't you have
Well,
nice
that's
dreams with fluffy kittens and ponies?
So I don't remember the exact words of that goat shaman freak, but his last words were something along the lines of "We've unleashed his evil, Erethnal's evil, and
You
is out
think
to destroy
Godor
us
did
all."
this?
I don't think Godor did this. I
Oh,
think
you mean the
that when that black fog
Like
escaped.
goat
and-
shaman, dude.
Yeah, when that escaped, it might have put out some kind of drain curse or something, targeting maybe the most fearful, and here we have the most fearful possible individual. I don't know, it's speculation, but the elves would probably know the most about it of anyone we've ever encountered. I promise I won't just hand her over to them like the too soon.
Well,
Oh, I wasn't. I mean, I was just saying unload the problem.
they're a
on them,
little
not-
bit less likely to be psychotically evil.
Yeah,
So
let's hurry up and get there.
Yeah, for sure.
should we try to rest up or just leave immediately?
Can we have someone just keep her awake?
I really would love to get some sleep.
Let's torture her through sleep deprivation.
I'd like to be able to round out a night so I can get, meditate tomorrow and
Well,
be ready
yeah,
for whatever
we'll,
comes next.
we'll tie her to a tree, have her look up, and drip water on her
Jeez.
forehead for all night long.
Oh, so you're going to
That's not
waterboard
what
her
I
as
meant.
well as
That's not
sleep
what I-
deprivation.
That's not what I
Got
meant.
it.
not full, just a water drip. The little bing, bing.
That's still akin to torture. You want to torture this poor girl more?
No, I don't.
Okay,
I would
so,
like to know why it's only the bad dreams, though.
well, at this point, you see, she's not in a very happy place right now, is she? So,
I mean, but she's got to have some kind of. There's got to be something positive in there.
Stay positive.
you've been You've been kidnapped and kept a slave for some sick, twisted goat people for months. Almost died of malnutrition.
Maybe the power of suggestion. Cece, do you know what a harem is?
I mean, she has been getting better.
She has.
This has been unfortunate setbacks, but we should try to sleep here.
Getting better, and then her dreams start becoming real.
Wow.
Maybe we can like put a recording in her head while she sleeps of someone saying like, "You are good, you are happy, you are free." She has good dreams instead.
Well, what about the
good plan? We'll sleep. You stand beside her and say that. Jack.
No, I mean, you can make some sort of magic so it just makes it in her head.
Why don't you hypnotize her, tell her to go to sleep and not dream, and maybe...
That's not something she really has control over, man.
Her spell of hypnotism will...
Like a subconscious, maybe.
Not only that, but it only works for like a few minutes.
Wait, but if you tell her to go to sleep... If you tell her to go to sleep while she's hypnotized and not to sleep, it might just bleed into actual...
Tell her to go to sleep, but not to sleep?
Not to dream.
I think the trouble is...
like any of these ideas.
Josh's idea was probably the most viable for our current situation. If we could...
Which was? What was Josh's idea?
Which was something along the lines of... Trying to no
that wasn't my idea.
Oh no, that was Shaggett's idea. That's right.
Trying to I don't know, aid her dreams somehow. And I see where you're going with that, Dalitha, because
well, when you're super tired and you don't eat chocolate and you go to sleep.
Okay. So we go to sleep and whoever's on lookout, I don't know, strokes her hair or something in a calming. You're not going to dream horrible things, like reassuring you're protected, right? Maybe that'll work?
She just needs a good night's sleep. Maybe that's why she's insane.
Just say that right to her face. You're insane, but get better. Okay.
Well, no, I mean, seriously, what if she... No, she would have known. She would have been able to tell us that. Never mind.
So Josh, you're still on lookout.
Her story is another dirigible that took us all back home.
And then it could disappear while we're flying on it, and we could all die.
Oh yeah, good point.
Josh, be on lookout and just comfort her while she sleeps, because you're a comfortable man, right?
You want me to do the comforting?
Comfortable man. He's the comfortable man. Somebody that was with us wanted to smash him with a rock, and you're saying he's the comforting one.
He's attractive, isn't he?
Yeah, extremely.
Well, hell yeah, but that attractive doesn't always equal comfortable.
I don't even know where you're going with this.
I'm just saying, I know when I have the best sleep, but I don't feel good about this.
Look, whoever's on lookout, just keep an eye on Cecilia, and if she starts fidgeting, you'll know she's dreaming, so maybe stop it before it conjures. There.
Yeah, alright. I can do that.
That may not necessarily work, because last time she woke up in the middle of a dream screaming, and it still happened.
We can't just not let her sleep.
Yeah.
I can't handle another dragon, though. You guys, I'm just saying.
We'll have to do something to ease her out of these nightmares.
This is a nightmare.
My spell will let me.
Oh no. This is a nightmare.
Oh no.
What if I'm not real?
It is a nightmare.
Guys.
What if CC dreamt all of you?
Die in real life.
I say we try for the rest of the night and hope that nothing else happens. And if something else does happen, we run away.
She actually is too terrified to sleep for tonight anyway, so she's not going to sleep. So you will get the rest of the night.
What?
Awesome.
Okay. Let's do that and then get to the L's ASAP.
Great. Does anybody else have any healing before they go to sleep?
Yeah, I'd probably drop like a moderate on both Josh and
Yeah.
Okay.
Empty the tank, please.
And physic.
Empty the tank.
Okay, I'll take it.
Empty the spiritual tank.
Alright,
Yeah.
this first one is for physic.
Okay.
Yeah, we could all use
for
it.
14.
Marigold.
And the second
Aw.
one is for Jash.
Bloody favoritism, 20.
23 total left from
I could
that.
use a little.
I give you a little light.
I'll take a light.
Yeah, I give you a cure light. Okay.
Thank you.
10. Could
Oh, I
have told
guess
them that
I'll-
before they tried to figure it all out. Yeah, all right.
I'm
Where's
gonna
the
heal
fun in that?
I'm gonna heal myself one also.
Okay.
Yeah, and I can drop 2 more level 2 spells as well to give us. what
Look
would
at
that be?
Marigold healing
12?
herself for 22.
Ha!
Yeah, and I'm gonna drop my 2 last level 2 slots to do the spontaneous rejuvenation thing to heal everyone for 12 more if that didn't do it,
Ooh.
Okay.
and then sleep.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
12 more.
We're all gonna sleep.
All right. So
All
you
together.
pretty much successfully get
Gross.
in the morning. Yeah, Marigold does not sleep. However, in the morning, the dragon is still there.
CC doesn't sleep?
That's what I meant. Sorry, CC.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the dragon is still there in the morning.
Oh no. Okay. That's concerning. And then I'm gonna go off and pray for a while.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna immediately start my meditation.
All right. Okay.
Are you gonna do anything about the curse? Maybe. Marigold.
I'm off praying. Are you gonna interrupt? Is that a
No,
thing?
I was gonna catch you before you left.
Oh. Yes, of course.
Okay, just making sure. Pray away.
I'm gonna
Thank
come
you.
over here and poke
If you
this
if you want me
dragon.
to show you how to do it sometime, I'll teach you.
Oh yeah. Oh, I wanted to check out this dragon though, real quick. Bye. And I'm gonna run off.
Okay. Right, with a huge, big, dead lizard lays at your feet. Doesn't look as big now. It's on the ground, all squished and laying down in a crumpled heap.
Detect magic.
There's a very faint radiance of magic about it, but very, very faint. More like a residual aura than an actual glowing radiance.
I don't know whether I feel good about that or not, because part of me was like, if it were real, but then if it were real, there could be more.
Gore, I'm gonna try to kind of like pop / knock one of its teeth out.
Okay. Yeah, you can succeed. And you
Okay.
have a dragon's tooth that's
I'm
probably
just gonna kind of hold it up and just
about
be
the
like,
size
no
of
one,
this.
yeah, no one back into town's gonna believe this, and put it in my
It
pocket.
sure won't, especially after it disappears.
What do you mean?
It's bound to disappear. It's one of these dream things. It's
Could
gonna
be
vanish
real.
just like the house and the bear people.
Well, they'll just have to take my word for it then.
You bet, buddy. I'll back you up.
Great. And I'm just gonna turn and walk away and kind of lean up against this tree here,
All right.
or bush.
Okay, so you guys want to pretty much just travel westwards until you can get yourselves back to the Elven Tree Village. What is
so.
your game plan of dealing with CC and her sleep method? What sort of game plan then? Because you don't really have to do much about it till the first night. But once that first night comes along,
I don't know. We want to watch over her and see if she looks troubled
Yeah, keep her
Wait, did we just
comforted
fast
through
forward
it.
time?
more than usual.
I mean,
Oh yeah, Marigold was gonna try to curse Watchits.
oh, okay. So you wanted to do something this morning?
Yes.
Okay, go,
Them
sorry.
technical D&D terms.
Go for it.
I kind of look at her and I'm just, all right, Cece, just close your eyes. I'm gonna try something, and I'm gonna kind of stroke her hair a little bit, and I'm going to cast remove curse.
All right.
Let's just see if it does anything.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and just make a dice roll. All right.
Wait, I would win. No.
We don't know.
Yeah, it's not like suddenly there's a big puff of magic and goes, the curse is
Okay.
gone.
I'm just going, how do you feel? Do you feel any better?
She just looks at you. And
I'd be okay with that mechanic, honestly.
We'll see. We'll see tonight. Alright, ready to go.
All right. Okay. So you guys are going to travel all day, and then that night you're just going to hope that the remove curse works.
One of the snakes swatted.
That's what Marigold says. I mean, she cast it, right? So
Yeah, but we have bad luck, and we don't know that it was a curse.
I mean,
Where's the DM?
I will express that I'm not sure it was a curse. I'm just hoping it was a curse.
just tell her about the elves before she goes to sleep. Maybe she'll think more pleasant thoughts. We're going to a nice place with nice beds and great food and.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
It's all in. Go to your happy place.
Yeah, let's Happy Gilmore this crap, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. I still think we should do like almost an Inception method where I don't know if we can hypnotize her into a more peaceful sleep.
Well, what do you have at your disposal to do that?
And the rest of us are there.
We calm emotions or something, right? Like, so she's not terrified.
Anybody have that spell or ability to do that?
Let me
calm
guess, you can
animals.
do it tomorrow.
I can call the animals, and she's
Polymorph her
on the
into a
mental
toad.
plane as an animal.
Then you can do it.
Oh yeah, that's right. I can. Oh wow, with access to level 5, I can do baleful polymorph. That's right. Just seems like a bad idea.
Yeah, the baleful part is pretty bad.
Yeah. Sounds less like a helping spell.
Well, I don't have any ideas personally, so if anyone else has an idea, I mean...
Does anyone have like a protection from evil kind of thing we could do, just in
Yeah.
case it is?
Tomorrow, right?
No, I can do that now.
Oh, yay!
What's the duration on your protty?
Let's see. Let me just pop it up. It is
8 hours?
8 hours!
Wow.
Ironically, actually, it's 9, isn't it now? You just have
No, it could be 9, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you can get a full day's sleep with that on her if you think that might actually work.
May help.
I mean, we won't know if it was that or the curse removal, but...
Well, are you casting protection from evil or protection from elements? 'Cause you just popped up protection from elements. I was going to say,
Wrong
evil
one.
isn't an element as such, but
But heart.
let's hope
is.
not anyway.
Heart.
Because that's more like it. 9 minutes.
here we go.
Oh, gosh damn it.
I was sitting there thinking, that sounds an awful long time for protection from evil. And I was like, yeah, that's why.
That's not gonna help.
Yeah, that's definitely not a
That
good
sucks.
long-term solution, even if it does work.
Any other spells that...
Oh, and I need to update the exclamation point party, because it all says you're level 8 still. So
Let me cast mending on her brain.
Cast mending on a brain. That sounds a little
fix her
dangerous.
broken brain.
Sounds a little bit dangerous.
It's like a lobotomy waiting to happen.
That's resist energy.
Go ahead.
I don't think touch of idiocy will help.
The monster we fight tomorrow will be stupid.
Do deep slumber on her, that would just make it harder to wake her up. No.
I say when she goes to sleep, someone who's on lookout, just when they see her eyes moving quickly, just to wake her up. Right?
Hmm.
It'll be tiring.
So whenever she starts getting restful sleep,
Well, free. So.
There we go.
that's so unhealthy.
You'll have
So is that black dragon.
to deal with it.
Could break her mind worse. can end up in some kind of acid trip.
Acid trip.
Yeah, the question is, basically, will she survive a week's travel with broken sleep? Is what it really boils down to, doesn't it?
All I know to do is make her as comfortable as possible and hope for the best.
That's not that bad.
Yeah. And maybe
A
try
week?
and tell her, like,
Dude,
pleasant
if you go
stories.
3 days without sleep at all, it could be dangerous.
Yeah. But she's gonna. I think the theory is she'll get some sleep. It's just she won't ever get into that deep REM sleep where she starts dreaming.
Good.
Which is incredibly dangerous.
Do you think that
If she
deep
dies,
slumber would
she
make her
dies.
have worse dreams?
Well, it's just that's usually the stage at which you dream, right? REM?
Yep.
I don't know anything about sleep, dream science.
So I think that's what. I think that's Josh's. I think that's Dallas' logic is just watch her, and if she starts to look like she's getting to that point, wake a bitch up.
Yeah, but okay, so say that we do this for the first few days, and then we don't catch her, and she dreams, and she's irritable as hell when
Oh,
she
well.
does dream. It could be worse.
Yeah, I guess we'd have to provide some. I think the best bet is providing some kind of dream therapy. I don't know.
Dream therapy.
Nice stories to help her ease into a
So
less
which one of you
dangerous
took?
sleep.
Which one of you
Dream
took?
therapy as a profession.
Yeah, as a trade skill.
I have
did.
I have crafting dream catchers.
Did one of you take psychology as a knowledge skill? Knowledge psychology.
Is there any pharmaceutical thing we can do with all the crap down here, Physic? Make a
let me take a walk
powder
about before we
potion?
go to bed.
Find a bush of sticky icky and like
A bush of sticky icky. That doesn't even sound
I
good.
can take a walk about right now. The odds of finding
Well-
something would be pretty low.
Well, you have definitely found a good deal of different types of mushrooms and hallucinogenics down here.
Yeah, I have the white drop, but that's like a bad trip drug.
Put her in a coma.
something to make her calm.
Somebody who has bad dreams that manifest naturally, send her on an acid trip, and we could have a whole.
Right?
Rob, we
Then
could have an
we wake
entire
dreams
Rob
every day.
Zombie
We're fighting a wall
video
of flesh,
for the
man.
next
We're fighting a wall
episode.
of flesh. Oh man, but that makes for a good show.
Is there any green marijuana? You know, calm her down.
Suggested the sticky icky and Gore just laughed at me.
Because he
I'm
said
being
sticky
serious.
icky.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah,
Saying
I'll
sticky
take
icky
a-
made me
I'm
laugh,
gonna
not
take
the
a look.
concept of the idea.
I'm gonna look for some fantasy weed.
'Cause, I mean, if she does think about calmer stuff or more comforting things, like even the three bears thing wasn't that bad.
That was a lot easier to handle than whatever bone dragon thing.
I wonder why she thought of that bone dragon, though. I can't remember any stories about bone dragons.
Anyone have knowledge local?
Not checked.
If anybody has that as an actual skill, I'll let you have a
Would
roll
I have
on
that
it.
if I was a rogue?
If you put points in it, you might.
Oh, it has to have points in it, right?
Yeah.
I have 2. That just came from my intelligence. Now I have to actually put the point.
Yeah, you use the skill. It's a skill you need to have something in.
Okay.
I'm going to, I guess, do an herbalism check and look around before turning in for the night to see if there's anything. There-
Before
than
you make that
spruces.
dice roll, okay. This place is rife with herbs and mushrooms and toadstools and stuff like that as well, you know. So I'm not going to say that that's not an improbable thing, although it's not a likely thing. So I will say
Search.
you're gonna make a herbalism. It'll be a herbalism check. But DC is probably going to be pretty high. So
Are we able to help him if we know if he tells us what to look for?
if you have herbalism skill, you can give him a +4 bonus, but only if you have.
No,
the
I don't
skill.
have that. So sorry, dude.
Yeah,
You're on
that's
your own.
okay. That's
All I
okay.
got is alchemy.
So yeah, you'd be looking at where are you at?
Just looking for a little bit of mugwort, some and some find some metal that I can boil down, and maybe some spruce just to give it that iconic "this is spruce tea because we're camping" flavor.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a DC of 20.
Okay.
20 or higher, and you can find some stuff that may be able to work if you can do something with it.
Okay. Here goes.
No, unfortunately not.
No.
You don't find anything that you feel would particularly lend to what you're trying to do.
So I'll just come back and I'll be like, this area is, well, it's not dry, but it's also kind of dark at this point. Maybe tomorrow I'll keep my eyes open.
I'm gonna start going through my toolbox. What would be calming?
Is this? I'm gonna pull out a jar of bioluminescent algae I stole earlier from nature. Is stealing from nature still stealing? I think it is. I'm just gonna be like, is this calming? I don't know. I like it.
What if she snuggled up with Jerusha every night? I've seen studies say that animals can help calm people.
Yeah, but I don't know how calming snuggling up with a piece of metal is gonna be.
Yeah, a cold.
Well, just can you put some moss or grass around it, make it seem a little more
That's a great idea. I think maybe if we glue it on.
I mean,
Do I
that
still
could
have
work.
that direboar pelt?
It might kind of look like a freaky
Or
monster.
if I work on this, is there any way where I can make Jerusha also play music?
Like a little music
Like
box
a comforting
mechanism.
little music box.
You've got a pretty high engineering skill, and you do have a bunch of parts.
And you are weird.
Maybe
so
like
that
a
might work.
lullaby to kind of...
I mean, you can make little. I mean, it wouldn't be too hard in theory for you to make like a little tumbler that had like the little divots and a little plinker.
Yeah,
That
and, like put it in the little... She has like... Jerusha has a little...
she does have a. She actually does have a place that you can put something like that.
Put stuff in, yeah.
Again, that's. I don't think that is beyond Rush's ability to do that for sure. So, let's see. You've got. Where's your I don't see it on your sheet.
What you looking for?
Oh, there it is. Engineer. Okay, yeah, I'll give you the same DC, a 20.
For engineering craft?
Yep. You do have a good number of spare parts, and that is...
I didn't see that roll, did you?
Because it didn't roll.
Well, what's the actual
It just...
roll?
Yeah, it didn't actually roll.
I don't know why it didn't do that. Yeah, it's still not doing it. I'm just gonna have to do it manually.
So it's /R plus 11, maybe? Or /R 1d20 plus 11. I think it's 11 you've got. A 25. Okay.
Nice.
It'll take you. I mean, it's going to take you several hours of work to do it. But yeah, given a half a day of time to get your toolbox out and go tinkering, you can.
You know, maybe spend a moment hypnotizing her and asking what her favorite lullaby is or something.
Okay.
And
Under hypnotism, you'll probably be able to get that. So.
What is her favorite? Like a lot of...
Is that a lullaby? Really? Is it?
It can be.
Down, it could be, yeah.
Anything can be a lullaby.
Slowed enough, it's a lullaby.
Hush Little Baby is her favorite there.
alright, she's got it.
And
Jerusha's probably
songs
like,
from commercials.
Commercial jingle.
minute.
Man, tomorrow we're gonna have like diamond rings and stuff.
The best part of waking up
Is Satan in your
What's
cup?
your-
is in your cup.
All right. Okay. So yeah. I mean, the next evening, if you want to do that instead of getting a full night's sleep, you can totally break out the toolbox and go to tinkering.
I'll do it for her. It calms her down and...
Oh, I didn't
her
say
out,
it'll work. I
hopefully.
just said you can make the
Oh
thing.
no, I know that. It totally might not do anything except make me have a novelty pet, but...
Right. Okay. So you're going to do that. You've already made the roll. So basically, late the following evening, you finish, you close the little thing, wind the key. Now, what I will tell you is to make it work, pretty much it will, you'll have to wind her up, but it will drain her power very, very quickly. So, but I mean, you can obviously make it to where you can turn that feature on and off with a little on-off switch. Okay, so you want to try that the next night and see, huh?
Yup.
Alright, I am going to say, let me see here. And if I just see what that would normally be under.
Let it never be said we don't get weird and creative on here.
Hey. Well, fortunately, I mean... Right, yeah. What would your will? So, what is your base? If you were casting a level 1 spell, what would the base save be for you casting a enchantment?
For a level 1 would be 16.
Then that's going to be... So basically what's going to happen is we are going to make a saving throw and see if it takes effect or not. So if she 16 or lower, she basically will fail the save, and the mechanical lullaby, because that's basically what it is, it's like the lullaby spell, will kick in. And the willpower. Okay. All right.
Nice.
So yeah, you clue it up and ding 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 ding.
That's so creepy.
That's gonna be not gonna be annoying to the rest of us.
No one else gets any sleep tonight, but she's.
I'm going to also kind of like snuggle next to her to
Right.
provide
Okay.
physical comfort.
Now here's the thing. Everybody else that actually is going to be sleeping here tonight is also going to make that saving throw. Because there's no way to make this audible magic only affect her. So basically, all of you now sleep within that radius of that sound.
What was the save go? I'm sorry, Will?
It's a willpower save, and it's a
Willpower,
16.
okay.
You need a DC 16 or higher.
Oh,
shoot!
Natural 20!
Is that good or bad?
That's it. That's good. That's a
So
D20. That's a natural 20.
I sleep wonderfully, or I don't.
As in, like, you don't know whether that's a good or a bad thing for you?
Because I've resisted.
No, it just means you aren't. Okay, so if you passed your saving throw, is that physic with it? And yeah, it is. Look.
Natural 20!
Yeah, I'd already left. I'm out of the front yard.
Man,
Getting in the car.
I'm left behind.
So, actually, the first one, I'm afraid, belonged to Shagget, however, because you rolled it first.
That's good. That's good.
Sorry, Zach.
So,
Oh.
those people there got to win Goldie Woldy.
Goldie Woldy.
Goldie Woldy. And let me just pull this spell back up real quick for you.
Jonathan Josh's willpower. Guys. You're
What?
Jash's willpower?
Both of you are 2?
Yeah.
Fighters' willpowers are
Plus
not good.
2?
Yeah, I don't have
They're
wisdom.
not particularly good at the whole willpower thing.
No.
They're all about the fortitude. Okay. So, you are considered drowsy, which gives you -5 penalty to listen and spot checks, and -2 penalty on will saves against sleep. So basically, if you pass,
That's not bad.
you don't suffer any of those effects. So kind of what happens is, if you failed, it's kind of like you're sitting there and then you're lulled into kind of a bizarre stupor. Now the problem comes, who's on watch? Who normally watches?
This is gonna be bad
Josh,
if it doesn't
Dallas.
work and something
Yeah.
attacks us.
Usually it's Dallas first and Josh second.
So
Usually
Daleth
that's the way.
resisted it, so he basically can choose to stay fully functional and awake. Now depends on how long this thing is going to how long you're going to keep this thing going, because it can probably play continuously for an hour without being rewound up. So you'd have to rewind it every hour. The question is, do you think you need to do that, or do you just need to get her to go to sleep listening to it so that she goes to sleep in a tranquil...
Honestly, this would be something I would ask people before they go to sleep, because I have no idea.
And
So,
yeah,
what
I
would you say
basically
to
be
me?
It seems unfair to Jerusha to make it her sing all night, you know?
Alright, so I would let it go for that hour.
Okay.
I hate this so much.
Right,
But
so
yeah.
anybody that was falling asleep and failed, you will fall asleep much quicker than normal. If you passed, you're fine. So, yeah, I mean, but Daleth, you passed and you're on first watch, so the only real problem is going to come if whoever takes first watch fails. That's where the problem will lie. Alright, but the good news is, it worked. She didn't, or at least nothing bad happened tonight.
Could have been the curse removal, but
Hey, we'll never know.
Yeah, so I would do my watch, and then I'd wake Josh up,
Okay. Alright.
and then sleep, and then the
so-
next day we'd go.
You're basically going to repeat this another 5 times until you get to the elves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's the best strategy we got. I think.
Yeah,
I
and
guess
while
during
walking
the day, I would be sure to turn off the music box and
Right.
wind Grusha back up. So
Alright,
Yeah,
okay.
my daily routine while walking would basically be checking around for any anti-anxiety herbs. I figure if it's day
Well,
and I'm walking,
basically, you can make a roll per day. I
Okay.
think that's fair. So you've got five chances of getting over 20. So this would be the next day. So go ahead and give me that roll.
okay.
This is what, day 3?
Yes.
Okay.
Day 3, as we wandered towards the elves, Physic once again searched the bushes. This time, fortunately, he found some strange herbs. Okay. A successful... So you've done that, and now you need a successful alchemy skill check to actually turn it into something viable.
that gnarly
Okay.
kush.
Get this thing loud, you know?
Devil's grass.
Here comes the alchemy. Here it comes. Oh, I actually do have my ultimate alchemy set, so there we go. That's what my backpack is.
22. Okay, yeah, both pass. So, roll a d4.
Okay. Come on.
Okay, well, you make a dose of basically like a herbal sleep remedy that will pretty much kind of send you into what you'd consider probably a peaceful and blissful sleep. You pretty much just created a melatonin potion.
Perfect.
Um,
I chug it and I just lie down.
Chug it and have a really good night's sleep and say, screw you guys. Alright, okay. Her saving throw for the night is also a fail. So, Dallas, are you taking first watch?
Yeah. Oh no.
Then you need to make the save. And really, you're the only one that does, to be honest. Yeah, you're, for the first hour of Dallas' watch, he pretty much is oblivious to everything going along. He is a useless watchman. -5 listen,
Sorry.
-5 spot.
Sorry.
Alrighty.
We didn't use that potion, the drought, for this night, right? I mean, we're still doing this first thing.
I'm assuming so, unless Satch says
Well,
he's going to
basically-
use it.
I was basically gonna watch and see if she passed out peacefully again. I was just gonna be like, okay, that's fine.
Okay.
But if,
Okay.
if it came around
which
that
he
she
did.
wasn't passing out peacefully,
Unfortunately,
I would
nothing nasty stumbles across you that night, so the fact that you failed to watch with any success didn't hurt you. So that'll bring you to the 4th day.
gonna repeat previous.
Okay, so you're gonna. I'll lower the DC to 18. Now you actually know what you're looking for.
Okay. So profession.
Okay, yep, you find some. And I'll lower the DC to 18 to make it as well. Now you've actually got experience doing it.
Craft. With the regular roll, I have a normal toolkit with me. Here we go.
Oh,
But unfortunately, you watered it down too much, and it's just too weak and soppy. You made watery
Well.
oatmeal. It didn't work.
Can I eat the oatmeal?
Sure. All right. Okay. So Daleth, go ahead. She passed her save this night. You go ahead and make your save. So could be the moment of the truth here on day 5.
nope.
And you failed too. Okay.
But I could still spot, right?
Gosh damn it, Dallas.
Sorry.
Hey, did she
I'm
not fall asleep right away like she usually does?
Oh, she goes to sleep. It's just that she didn't fall asleep as quick, and she's not going to get the
'Cause I
quote-unquote
was
super
saving
rest.
that potion for when she.
Oh,
did
okay.
fall
So your
asleep.
idea is, if you see her kind of like tossing and turning and it not seeming to work, you want to
Yeah.
wake up,
It's
try
like
this as a
extra
get out of
medicine,
jail free
yeah.
card. Okay, I'll buy that.
It's
In
extra
that case,
medicine.
I will allow your potion to cover that save, so you'll get away with it.
Thank you.
All right, day 6.
finally get to use these skills, man.
Oh well, she's gonna fail tonight, but of course there's a chance you may come up with some more drugs.
Let's make drugs. Let's make
Let's
drugs.
make drugs.
The
Okay,
profession-
go searching through the woods.
Oh! It was so close to being Ambien, man.
You were like, look, there's loads of it. There's absolutely. Oh, those are death caps. I mustn't have those.
Wait, he's a mundane.
Okay,
See the yellow
no.
spot on
So
the bottom?
here on day 6, Daleth, can you
Oh.
pass your save?
Oh, don't make me do this, please. This is mean.
Oh, he did! Look, he passed.
Look at that.
Okay, which means you might, if there is a random encounter, might
Not
not
get
get
jumped.
murdered in your beds.
Yay! I'm not pulling a Veslar. Woo.
All right. Okay. So I'm just going to do a quick ghetto rearrangement here so that I can just make a couple of alterations.
The trees are walking again, guys. The trees are walking again. That's not in the tree, man.
Do. Not that it really matters. But you know what? Now it looks like a totally different forest.
If you do all this and say nothing happens, I'm gonna laugh. Probably something happens.
All right. Okay.
Owing our luck.
No. But, of course, you know whereabouts you are right now. So...
Like that there, is that a fish?
No, it's a weird, twisty-turny thing.
Oh, okay.
You know.
AKA a fish. It's a grass fish. Don't worry about it.
Oh, grass fish.
They're
yeah.
they're indigenous to underneath the veil. Didn't you?
Let me just cover this real quick. Hold on, so I can grab these.
You know, I put it down in my local lore book, but I don't have one anymore.
What?
Very dear friend.
Gave it to that ungrateful son.
Yeah, right? What are they?
Deadbeat son. Who appears old enough to be my dad.
Right.
He is just kind of like a hobo, right? Instead of a shopping cart, he has like a little sled that dogs pull him. That sounds
Yeah.
kind of. I don't like the sound of that. I don't like who he's become, Physic.
It's his choice to be who he wants to be.
But he had a loving father. He should respect.
I let him make his own decisions, okay? When he started showing an interest
does
in
that
martial
feel
capacity, I gave him a knife.
Oh,
Because that's a
here.
responsible parent thing to do.
Here, have a blade.
You think maybe I was too hard on him?
You crying?
No, that grass fish spit in my eye.
All right. So,
Okay.
Daleth, soon as you are actually paying attention on watch, go ahead and give me a listen check.
Oh. Listen,
And everybody put yourselves in whatever tree you would be in for tonight.
Oh, yes. That's not really a tree to delve.
Yeah, go ahead and show me whereabouts you guys are resting. Put yourselves on the map in the appropriate trees and stuff.
And we're just gonna leave her out there sacrificially.
Tie her to a rock and leave her in the middle of her. Where do you want her? Where's she going to sleep?
With the juicy steak.
Probably with the gnomes.
Oh.
So up in the big tree with gnomes?
Well, that's where the Jerusha would be, right? I mean,
The Jerusha.
the Jerusha.
For the Jerusha of the spell.
I'm going to move you guys a little just so we can see you both. All right, okay. So, Daleth.
Yeah, my listen check was crap.
It was pretty crappy.
I can spot better, possibly.
Alrighty. So you are completely oblivious until you hear a sound. Alright, coming from kind of down towards the ground and from a tree that's directly behind you, you hear something speak in a strange dialect that you have heard before, but do not understand.
Oh no. Well, I obviously tense up and try to look.
Alright, so you kind of glance...
Was there a sound cue? Because I didn't hear anything.
No, there was not. Alright, okay, you glance down and you can see, kind of like blended in against the tree lines, you can see several cloaked figures with bows all notched and pointing. Several of them are pointing in your directions, but you're also aware as you kind of slowly glance around that there are several others that are also pointing in other directions.
Oh, phew. Marigold?
And then they riddle you with arrows. The end.
Whoa, we're surrounded, but I think it's in a good way. Look.
Look up.
Alright, yes, glancing around, you can see crouched dark figures, hooded.
I would probably immediately cast tongues.
Okay.
Do they look like the elves from here?
You can't really tell. All you can see is dark cloaked figures.
Okay. So in Elvish, I'll say, "Hello! It's great to see you guys again." Kind of just hoping that it's them.
Alright. Okay, one kind of steps out from underneath the trees. And obviously, for everybody else, is a strange dialect that, again, you recognize but don't understand. Rush can pick up words and stuff. Again, it's not the exact same dialect that your friend spoke, but it's close enough that you can kind of pick out the odd word. Enough to kind of get the gist of, is this conversation going well, bad, blah, blah, blah. Marigold, obviously, you can understand it. So, the figure kind of steps out rather surprised and draws the bow back a little further, pointing it now directly at you, staring down the sight of his bow. He looks at you and he says, "And who are you that understands our language?"
It's Marigold. My party and I stopped by in your village several weeks, months ago.
Months ago? Alright. I am going to make a dice roll to see if he actually, A, recalls that in any way, shape, or form.
He believes it.
Because there's an awful lot of elves that live in that village. What's the odds that they all met you and all of them know you? So let's see. Okay, no, he does not recall that.
Oh no.
The question is...
We helped Alessi. And
Okay.
we met Lord Aruthian Lorthel.
Alright, as soon as you say that, however, he kind of stops and says, "You know of our Lord?"
Yes, we had a few meetings with him when we visited. You were very hospitable and welcoming.
And the food.
Alright, he kind of glances over to his left and his right, and a couple of them kind of move up a little closer, making themselves more visible and known, so everybody can actually see, see them more clearly. They're no longer hiding, they're just kind of pulled out. With that, he says, "Then it is fortuitous, for you are going to meet Lord Eruthiel again. Throw your weapons down from your trees and come down."
Oh, I'm going to turn to the party. All right, everybody put your weapons down. We're going.
Tell that one with the rifle to throw it really hard.
I'm basically going to say when Marigold tells him to throw it down, I'm going to say, rifle? Can't?
Just set it down lightly.
I'm in a tree.
Don't you have like one shot left?
Who gives a shit? Just throw it down.
And I'm going to say to them, do you mind if we get down from the trees and then set our weapons down?
No, throw the weapons first.
Is Castian with you?
And make sure that they are clear from the base of the trees.
Oh, for fuck! They're gonna break, man.
Well, I don't think anybody else's weapons are likely to break. The only ones who might is, unfortunately, Dallas.
Alright, I'm just going to say, just do it, Dallas. Sorry.
No, I just say I'm a cripple, and I use it as a crutch. And then I'm going to take my bow and arrow, throw that on the ground,
Okay,
my throwing axes,
I'm going to say, the rest of us...
take my gun and like kind of use it as a crutch.
Okay. I'm going to say, the rest of us are pretty smart, but that one there, he's a simpleton. He doesn't quite understand words.
Alright, but you do throw your bow down.
I throw my bow and my throwing axes down, yes.
Alright.
I'm assuming the rest of us have also...
They don't know what a gun is.
They don't know what a gun is. So, if you are going to kind of use it like a crutch...
Like,
I'm going to say...
Not with my weight, like just...
No, but I mean, if you're going to... Yeah, but if you're not acting like this is a weapon, and you're going to act like this is a crutch, I'm going to say they'll probably buy that. At least at a distance. So, yeah, okay. So is everybody else going to hurl their weapons kind of down and away from the base of the trees?
Sure.
Anybody wanting to try to keep a weapon or conceal it? Say so now.
No.
No, for me.
No.
Okay.
I mean,
I got my magic.
we have my
That's
backpack.
concealment enough.
Yeah. All right. Well, they move over, and much like they did last time, they gather up all your belongings.
But once I get on the ground, I'm going to put it on the ground. Just like gently lay it down.
Right.
Yeah,
And then they
like-
kind of usher all of you out of the trees.
Okay.
They don't take that away from you.
Oh, okay.
So at this point, you technically still have a rifle.
Well, I don't want them to like see it later on and be like, "Well, there's a trigger."
What does this do? So do you want to surrender it and let them know that it's a weapon, or no?
I'm going to surrender it and say, "Be gentle."
Oh, okay. They kind of take it rather curiously and look at it. But at that point, obviously they've fathomed out that, okay, this must be some kind of strange weapon. And with that, they are going to nudge you in the direction of the west.
Yay!
Alrighty.
Awesome.
You will therefore, in another... I mean, pretty much you're force marched almost the entire next day. But eventually, once more, you will find yourself at the base of a tree city, a familiar sight. Whether it's a good sight for you or not, I guess it kind of depends on the manner of your visiting. I mean, last time it was a little bit dubious. But let me go ahead and scroll out and give everybody...
I forgot how big this was. Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, this is a pretty hefty map.
It's beautiful.
And for everybody in chat, let me just go ahead.
I'm gonna get to see Barmain again.
Oh yeah. Where is it?
All up on that farm.
All right. Yeah. So basically, it looks kind of like this.
Kid is here, and he's an infant again.
He's so pretty.
All right. Okay. We will zoom in and take you to. You'll see a ping on the map if you guys.
Hey, you're right. Ned is back in infancy.
Where is he?
He's just chilling in our old.
Get out of
room.
there, Ned. You bum.
Don't kill him. Don't kill the baby.
Oh, he's going over.
Ah!
Going over the edge.
He falls from the tree.
No, he's still hanging on. Oh.
All right. Did I put you guys on that map? Yeah. Okay. You saw where the ping was. That'll show you where to zoom into. All right. Okay. You are all marched up the stairs to a familiar-looking treetop balcony with the huge, iconic statue to the god Alona, the giant unicorn. Where they stop you at the top of the trees. And a familiar-looking face emerges to greet you.
Oh, it's that guy.
This is the gentleman, elf, call him what you will. That was kind of assigned or appointed to you to be your what was the word they used?
Advisor.
Yeah,
Translator.
He was kind of like your translator, advisor / go-between that spoke for you whenever you were dragged here last time. If you remember, this was the wizard Castian Tenuviel, a very old and wise elf. The only one, in fact, old enough, really, that speaks your languages that you seem to recognize. So all the other elves did not know the human tongue. He had lived long
Not true.
enough. Who else did?
Barmain, she spoke it.
Oh, yeah, she did as well. That's right. So yeah, there were two that you do know of for sure that did.
And their leader, I guess, yeah.
But he was the one that actually really conversed with you with any real length. So he meets you at the top of the stairs and looks at you and smiles and says, "So you have come to visit us again, yes? What manner
Accomplished. On
do
mission.
you approach us this time, I wonder? Do you bring yet more strange people with you, or difficulties?"
Glance
Oh,
sideways
yeah.
at Cece.
Look at CC as well.
With that, he kind of nods to some of the guards and he says, "You can return their weapons to them. They are quite safe now. Only a fool would try to bear arms against us in our own domain anyway."
Yeah.
So they basically hand you all your stuff back.
Awesome.
Cool.
I bear arms.
He says,
You got
"Well,
bear arms?
what sort of host
You got them
would
with
we
your bare
be
hands.
if we left you standing on the doorstep? Go ahead and come inside."
I moved my token.
We need a priest.
All right, okay. And that seems like a pretty good stopping point for tonight. You're back once again in the treetops with the elves. Nothing too sinister. I think we can deserve a well-rested, peaceful break between now and Thursday without stressing over cliffhangers or any potential death that may befall you at the start of the next stream. So that's where we will wrap things up for this evening.
I was kind of hoping you'd say that statue unicorn comes to life and impales Cece.
And suddenly you see the glowing hands of Castian
God, dude, we
Tenuviel.
need to turn into such a freaking sadist.
All right, yeah, we
Chat
will.
does that to us.
We will stop for the night right there. Well met. I'm Gorbad, the Dungeon Master here on How We Roll, as well as the author of thedmsblog.com, where you can find lots of fun and interesting articles for both Dungeon Masters and players alike. If you'd like to keep up with the show, follow us on Twitter at How We Roll. Check out our website, www.howweroll.com. And for our past campaigns and for some fun bonus content, follow us on YouTube at, you've guessed it, How We Roll. We hope to see you all again real soon. Cheers, guys.
Oh, hey, it's me, Satchmo. I play Physic here on How We Roll. Like, I got 2 more of these to take care of, so I'm gonna cut it short. But if you want to follow me anywhere, say Twitch or Twitter, it's just Satchmo, and Satchmo just about everywhere. I'm glad you joined us tonight. I hope you come back again sometime. It stinks.
Hey everybody, Shaggot here. I play a character on How We Roll. I'm not going to tell you who I play because if they die, I'm going to have to redo it. I've already done it once, never again. Follow me on Twitter at aneb_convos, and I'll see you guys on How We Roll.
And that's how air works. What a good story. And I also hope you enjoyed today's story on How We Roll. I'm Jane and I played. If you want to follow me on social media, I do have a Twitter and it is Jane on Twitch with a 0, not no. That's all I have to say, so peace suckers, bye!
Roll the clip. Hello everyone, I play Jash Windstriker, a level 5 human fighter. And I really like playing him because he does really cool stuff all the time. And there you have it. You guys can follow me on Twitter at MattySweetTweet. And thank you so much for watching every Monday and Thursday. You guys are the best. I'm having a fantastic time on How We Roll so far, even though my character first ever got killed off. No big deal. No problem. We'll see you guys next time.
Hey guys, I am the Dragon Spooker, and for you and How We Roll this time, I'm playing Rush Brinkery, the Nomian engineering sorcerer. If you don't get enough with me on the show, then you can follow me on Twitter at Dragon Spooker. You can also check out my channel, which I should be streaming more in here in the future with my new rig this year, at twitch.tv/thedragonspooker. I'll see you next episode.